I am not exactly good at these introduction type things, so instead I made like a little card for me. So bear with me. Hello, a little about me. My name is Adrian. I'm a 24-year-old male. I currently live in Ohio. I went to college, I served in the Navy, and I was stationed over in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. I'm in love with video games, I like anime, I enjoy fatty foods that I probably shouldn't eat. I'm absolutely in love with hibachi-style restaurants. Mochi ice cream, I like to go bowling, but I'm not so good at it. I also liked playing pool, but I don't really do that too much anymore. Growing up, I mostly spent time in front of the TV, and then eventually I fell in love with gaming. I didn't really have friends growing up, and I didn't exercise, so I was about 210 pounds at 16. When I was 17 years old, I met a girl named Adrena. She was my friend, and she made me leave the house every day. I ended up going from 210 pounds to about 140 pounds in 3 months. That's when I met the girl who I'd been with for a year. She molded my views on how a relationship is supposed to be. When that relationship ended, I went on to the next girl, and that girl added her ideas and thoughts into what a relationship should be and what she desired. And I feel that after enough of that, I fine-tuned what I believe what most women want in a man. And a little fun fact about me, I didn't get my license until I was 24 years old. My first car and still is a 2015 Chevy Cruze. I also learned how to drive a ship before I learned how to drive a car. So that's a little interesting. I went to Owens Community College for networking and information system support for 2 years, but I didn't get a degree. I was kind of bored of it all, so instead I decided to enlist into the Navy. When I was in the Navy, I started out as a seaman apprentice, and I went to boot camp like everybody else, and I went through a lot of struggles there. I obviously wasn't in the best of physical shape, so I'd like to say I had a more difficult time than the other individuals did. When we were doing push-ups and sit-ups and jumping jacks and 10 counts and what have you, I can say that I did a lot of sweating, and that I think a lot of my perseverance is what got me through the whole thing. And that is definitely an experience that I will never forget. A school wasn't so bad afterwards, and then when you first get to Hawaii, it's really beautiful. It's something over there. It's at night, I want to say like 70 degrees or so, and it's just beautiful out. But during the day, it can get up to like 80, 90. I think it even peaked at 100 or so, and you just have to work through it. Sometimes we were out to roll up our sleeves and what have you, de-blouse and get a little more comfortable, but that wasn't always the case. And being a deck seaman, it's not exactly the most exciting. I wouldn't even call it a career choice. You're just waiting to strike into a rate. But it's something that you gotta do, especially if there was like no openings in the Navy and you wanted to go now. I did quite a bit of operations, lowering the anchor, bringing it back on, manning the rib, lowering the rib into the water, the search and rescue operations, the aft watch, the aft lookout, and there was manning the helm, and it was definitely an interesting time in the Navy, but it's been a little while since I've been in, so I'm a little bit forgetful about all the facts and what have you. I just remember having a hell of a good time in Hawaii. What else? I have been to Ohio, Michigan, Illinois, Hawaii, and Guam. It was actually, my ship was gone when I first came to Hawaii, and they were on deployment, and they were coming back from deployment. So I had to go and meet them in Guam. So that was an interesting time. I actually made two individuals who I consider my best friends in the Navy, and I met them. I went to boot camp with them. I went to A school with them. We got stationed on the same ship. We met the ship out there, and we had the, since when you get on board a ship, you have to check in and you have to make sure you're good to go before you start working, what have you. So while the crew was painting the side of the ship in the matter of a day or two, we were out having fun in Guam, and I remember it was really humid and whatnot, so I remember getting rained on and seeing a, I don't even know what it was, but seeing wild animals for the first time in my life. Grew up in the city, so that was different for me. You can see that I've got a gaming headset on. I'm a gamer. For my PS4, I love the Final Fantasy series, the Kingdom Hearts series, the Elder Scrolls series, the Assassin's Creed series. I played Destiny for quite some time, but I stopped after, I think it was the first expansion pack. Instead I kind of got into League of Legends, and that kind of took up a majority of my time. I am also into PC games, obviously. I played League of Legends, Diablo 3, StarCraft 2, World of Warcraft, Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm. Those are the main ones that I played. I also really like anime. I've been watching Naruto recently, and I think that's a pretty cool series. You get to watch him grow up, and then you eventually get to watch him have kids. And I believe that they're going to continue the series, but you're going to be able to follow his kid. There was a lot of heart-touching moments in that series, and I really liked that, along with it just being really action-packed. I really liked all that they used, the different elements and what have you. That definitely seemed really unique. I am interested in getting Final Fantasy 15 and the next Destiny. I would like to continue those series. It's been a while since I played them, and I am definitely looking forward to continuing. I lived in a pretty bad city. I grew up in a pretty bad city, and I continued to live there after I got out of the Navy. And then I met a girl. That's how most stories start, I believe. And she took me to a different city, a better city, like a middle upper class area. So I was definitely pretty happy about that. I feel that I have been afforded a lot of opportunities, and I have had a lot of unique experiences, and I'm pretty happy with the way things are going. I mean, I don't have everything that I want, but I think that's a good thing, because you still need to strive towards goals. You need to still obtain, you need something to strive towards, or else you don't really have a reason to exist. I think that about wraps it up. Alright, well, thank you for listening to me ramble on, and I will be making videos in the future. Alright, bye.